Not one day will they call out the Fulani headsmen that are killing Christians. You are in a country that has got problems with Muslims and it's called Nigeria.
Hello my wonderful viewers, welcome back to my channel. Agapen TV, still your favorite TV. Alright guys, so as we all know, the killing of Christians, most especially in the north and all over Nigeria, has become an alarming case that will plead the help of the US President Donald Trump to come to our intervention. Kindly listen to this video guys. Thank you.
To be outside performing burial every day, and they expect us to silence. Now is an order. Nigerian government came out openly and denied there is no massacre, there is no genocide of Christians in Nigeria. And look at it today. Is there any Muslim here? No. United Nations, I know you're watching it. American Senate, you are watching what I'm doing, I'm saying here. Special advisor to Trump. Now, please tell Trump to save our life in Nigeria. They are killing Christians in Nigeria, massacre Christians. If they say the Muslims, these Muslims are being killed by who? By
Prepare for potential military action in Nigeria. Trump says he's asked the U.S. Defense Department to prepare for potential military action in Nigeria. The U.S. president says it's because Nigeria's government is failing to stop what he calls the persecution of Christians. In a social media post, Trump said the U.S. is immediately stopping all aid and assistance to Nigeria. He went on to say he was instructing the military to prepare for possible action. Nigeria has denied the allegations. Well, DW's Misha Komodowski has more on Trump's threat.
Well, President Trump has issued a message to the Nigerian authorities, and let me quote it in full. If the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns a-blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. I'm hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. Warning, the Nigerian government better move fast, end of quote. And now, let's break it down. President Trump didn't specify which Islamic terrorist he meant. Boko Haram is the most well-known and historically deadly Islamist group in Nigeria. It's part of a wider network of extremist movements. The main jihadist group in the region today is the Islamic State West Africa province, which both the United States and the United Nations classify as a foreign terrorist organization. The United States has never carried out a large-scale or formal combat deployment, boots on the ground in Nigeria. U.S. involvement has been limited to, say, training, intelligence sharing, and counterterrorism support in coordination with the Nigerian government. So what led to Trump's warning here? The U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom recently urged Washington to label Nigeria a country of particular concern in 2025 due to ongoing persecution of both Christians and Muslims. A bill was also introduced in the Senate to sanction Nigerian officials accused of enabling violence against Christians specifically. Notably, President Trump post refers to our cherished Christians, even though the United States is not officially a Christian nation. Nigeria's religious conflict is complex. Both Christians and Muslims suffer violence, though the dynamics differ by region. The north is predominantly Muslim, while the south is largely Christian. Meanwhile, Amnesty International says Nigerian authorities have failed to protect citizens from daily armed attacks, leading to thousands and thousands of deaths and a growing humanitarian crisis in the north. Its investigation found that over 10,000 people have been killed in specifically armed attacks of all kinds, not just religion-based, across several states since the current government took power.
A few days ago, I put out a video where I advised you all in crypto, and I told you to be very careful. But many of you still went ahead with what you were doing, even without remorse. Today, I want to talk to your leader, the mastermind, the chairman of this crypto wealth movement or crypto wealth transfer, Prophet Joel Ogegbe. From my analysis, I found out that he's the one that is propelling this crypto kingdom agenda. Every other person launching coins or doing whatever they are doing, they always go to him. He is their leader. So there is no need talking to others. I'll just go straight to the boss. Let's deal with this. But before we come to him, let me show you a video I saw online.
How can I be deceiving people? Those of you that you have locked that Bitcoin in my name, repent. If not, none of you will escape judgment before you die. That money that you have carved out in my name for your private route, you have eaten the blood money of Christians that have been killed in Nigeria, will hang on your neck down to your generation. Repent. Leave that devious as cancel that Bitcoin. If it didn't cancel it, I pronounce curse on your character. Because my mouth is for blessing and curse. And I use that verse properly. If I curse you, you will never survive. If I bless you, you will survive. You will never survive if I curse you. Unless you repent. Never use me to scam people. To scam people. Because of me, many have lost their accounts in Bitcoin business. I will never be a stumbling block to somebody. Restore that money back to those people that you scammed them. If you don't do it, you will never know peace in your life. I transfer the blood of those that you have killed will hunt you down.
As I speak to you all, I am in pain. I am in severe pain. One of my brothers, as we speak, had a surgery last week. Had another surgery because the surgery was not done well. He had another surgery again this week. As I'm speaking to you, this man is in serious pain. And how did it happen? He went for missions. These Fulani terrorists attacked them. So this man is in pain as I'm talking to you. And many of you, you don't know what these people in the north are passing through. You don't have an idea. You sit in your churches, you sit in your homes, and you think everybody has it easy. You don't know the pain, the severe pain. Imagine Reverend Ezekiel Dakchomo. He's crying out for help. His members have been killed. His people have been killed. Christians have been annihilated. And everybody is rallying around him. The entire world is rallying around him. I have seen some pastors give donations to him. They're even telling their followers. I saw Prophet Okeke doing donations. That's beautiful. I saw many other people doing donations. When I posted this picture and I started talking about him, many of you came to my DM and you wanted his account so that you send him donations. Everybody was sending this man donation so that at least he can ameliorate the situation, help himself, help his church, and help others that these terrorists are dealing with. And then all of a sudden, boom, Prophet Joel Ogegbe got an inspiration. He tweeted, he said, let's create a token for this man. Let's immortalize him. Don't worry, I will bring in my whales and we'll make sure this coin is successful. He said, let's make this a movement. He used fine oratory. When I read his tweet, very lengthy. Even me, I was moved. Beautiful oratory to convince people concerning this particular coin they want to create for Reverend Ezekiel. They call the coin FOF, Fight of Faith. And before you know it, boom, they launched the coin and people bought it with the hope that they are supporting Reverend Ezekiel and the people in the north. People use their hard-earned money to buy that coin, and all of a sudden they pulled the rug on that coin. They pulled that coin and pulled out $43,000, which is 62 million naira plus. Imagine what 62 million will do for Reverend Ezekiel. That 62 million can even be used to get private security. He can use that from that money to rebuild his church, to take care of himself. I see a lot of videos he's doing. There are young girls, people that have been raped. He can use that money to set up something. But you guys pulled the project and stole 62 million naira. The money was stolen and people that bought the coin lost their hard-earned money because it was pulled. So after you guys pulled the project, you now started deleting your tweets and posts concerning the coin. You thank God for social media. People will screenshot. We have screenshots of all your posts. So you can't deny it. Even though now, many of you are denying that you did not create the coin. This one said you did not pull the coin. We don't really care who created the coin or who rock pulled it. But I just want you guys to know that you are wicked, you are greedy, and God will judge you. And the innocent blood of the Christians in the north that are being murdered and killed daily, that Reverend Ezekiel is trying to rally the world so that we will come to their aid and support. You saw everybody supporting this man from the depth of their heart. People were donating money in millions to this man. And then you sat down and thought of a way to make money out of this situation. People are being killed every day. Churches are being burnt down. People are being killed and burnt alive. So people are bringing aid, supporting this man and the community, and the only thing you can think about is, how do I make money from this man's grief? How do I make money from this person's pain? How do I make money from the blood of the slain? How do I make money? Is this how greedy we have become? Reverend Ezekiel never asked anybody to create any token for him. You can see the video. He was so angry. You see the way he was talking in the video. Why would you do such a thing to a man? Why would you want to profit off another man's pain? This is evil. Like, I am boiling within because I am in constant communication with my brothers and sisters in the north. I know what they go through, the pain. You see them burying their members every week. These guys are seriously being killed and annihilated. And all you guys could do is to launch a coin in his name, pull up 62 million naira. Why? Why would you do such a thing? How do you choose to profit off a man's pain and the blood of those that have been slain? I know in the crypto space a lot of things happen, rock pools and others. It doesn't even concern me because I see you guys launching coins every day. It doesn't concern me whatever you are doing and how you are making your money. If you like scam people, rock pool people, it does not concern me. I'm minding my business. You see what you guys did to Reverend Dachomo? It is wrong on all levels. Where is our conscience? Where is compassion? Where is empathy? You see the video of that man. That man is calling for help. He's in pain. I saw the video he made the other day where he was saying, even if they kidnap him today, that nobody should say, the man is even ready to die. The man is in serious pain, and somebody will do this. Do you want to profit off? Is that how greedy we have become? Have we sold our heart to mammon? What is happening to us? And all of you that are launching coins and launching tokens, I am not against you launching coins. Please remove the name of our God from it. Please, you can launch your coins, do the gen trading, whatever. Launch it, scam people, rock pool people, because people are gullible. Human beings know the year word. Because once a person introduces himself as a pastor, Christians will become zombies. They don't use their brain anymore. They will not run any analysis. They will just go and buy. Prophet has said. Which prophet? Then they use prophecy for crypto.
Not one day will they call out the Fulani headsmen that are killing Christians. You are in a country that has got problems with Muslims and it's called Nigeria, and your duty is to call out people who are in Zimbabwe. At one time, my son Bushiri had people just lying, people that he never met. He said, yeah, I met him. So one day they were calling a phone. I said, give me that phone. Who is calling? So these people just threatening me, extorting money. I said, I grabbed it. So yes, I want $10,000 or I'll come out and say this and say this. I said, oh, no problem. I will use 5,000 and send someone to kill you. There are people with the spirit of lions. The same pastors and the same apostolic gang that call themselves prefects of the spirits. Not one day will they call out the Fulani headsmen that are killing Christians. Yes, sir. No, they are scared, shaking in their boots. They won't call out Muslims. They won't. They are afraid. But easy to speak on the pulpit against another preacher because they know preachers are peaceful. Why can't you preach against Muhammad? Why? You know Muslims don't play. You know your head will be on a spike. Especially if you do it when you live in Nigeria. So the idea is, let's rampage. Let's just talk against prophets. Talk against other men of God. What about the ones that are actually killing Christians? Why can't you say something? Why can't you take Muhammad and put Muhammad here? Why can't you compare him to Jesus? Why can't you say Muhammad is false? Why can't you say Jesus is real? And this is what the Muslims are messing up. Why can't you oppose them? Muslims don't play. You see, fear that you think is courage when it's not courage. That's when you know somebody is a 5-year-old in the spirit. Calling their seniors. Seniors don't respond, they just look at it and say, But their age mates in the Muslim arena, they can't play with them. Because physically those boys will come for you. I'm waiting for one apostle with real spiritual power who will call out the Muslims, who speak against Muhammad openly. I dare you. They won't do it. Maybe they'll do it because I just called them. They'll just do one video. No, do a series, sir. A series. As a matter of fact, travel there to their region. Say it there, just like you say it against you, angel. Say it there. Let's see. You are in a country that has got problems with Muslims and it's called Nigeria, and your duty is to call out people who are in Zimbabwe. What about the Muslims there? Do you know Christianity is not as big as Islam in Nigeria? Yes. Check the percentages. Of course, Christians say it's a lie. But we're talking about the official records. They say Muslims are more in Nigeria than Christians. And yet the apostles that are rising in that country are notorious on trying to fight people who are used of God. And they call them fake. Yet they can't call Muslims fake. Afraid. Just in their region. It shows immaturity in the spirit. Immaturity. Call out Pastor Chris. For what? Pastor Chris will call out everyone. Bill Gates, whosoever, leaders of any country. You will utter it. You will be shocked. You call them out. We told you when we were here, and they said there was going to be a demonstration. And I said, we're going to kill people on this list. We're going to deal with them. My name was also there. I don't know. I think I was on number 30 something. Or 16 or something. 16. I was so angry. I thought I was going to be number 1.